What's going on, quarterback fantasy football league team owners? I am your host, the messenger. Come back to another power rankings here, man. You know, I was able to get this jersey from BuzzBeamer 25 last year, so you know, a little throwback going on. But I still am the messenger. Another week of football, some movement going around in the power rankings here, man, and we're getting closer to the end of the season. So y'all better make y'all moves, man. Playoffs is right around the corners, and if you're not winning, you better start. And if you are winning, you gotta keep on doing. Playoffs right around the corner. So let's hop right into these power rankings. Coming in at number 12 with no movement from last week, we got SEKAYI. Coming in at number 11, down one spot from last week, we got Isaiah. When it comes to losing, you're top 3 in putting up the least amount of points. I guess it's just something about Isaiah's and fantasy football that just don't mix well. Coming in at number 10, down 3 spots from last week, we got DEVONTAE. You have 2 wins. Those 2 wins came from teams who both have the record of 3-6 right now. When you won against those teams, one was 0-0, the other was 2-5. You have established yourself as the worst team in the league. Get ready for the combine. Coming in at number 9, up 2 spots from last week, we got Josh. These past 4 weeks, you are top 3 in scoring, 3rd specifically. You want to know who one of those teams are? JAHMAR. Do whatever you want with that information. Coming in at number 8 with no movement from last week, we got JAHMAR.
I think I got my swagger back.
Coming in at number 7, up 2 spots from last week, we got Chris.
I hope so.
Okay.
Coming in at number 6 with no movement from last week, we got NASIR. You're going to have to make some type of moves to get into the playoffs. You're 3 games back from 500 right now. You probably got to win out at this point. Coming in at number 5, down 1 spot from last week, we got PAPE. Hey man, you were going against the antagonist. You gotta earn your wins against him. But keep your head up though. Coming in at number 4, up 1 spot from last week, we got the antagonist.
I know you heard. You coming. You should have seen by now. Coming. Yeah, they talking about it. We coming. They doubting us. We coming. They saying. We coming. They think it's a game. We coming. I don't give a damn what they say. You best believe. We coming. And guess what? It ain't hard to find.
Coming at number 3 with no movement from last week, we got EMMET.
What more do you want from me?
Coming in at number 2 with no movement from last week, we got RAQUAN. You're bottom 3 in scoring these past 4 weeks. You need 2 more wins to beat your regular season record from last season. Last season you started off 4-1 if I'm not mistaken. And I believe you went 3-6 to close out the rest of the season. And you missed the playoffs. So let's see what you do now. Because a very similar situation going on with your team from last year and this season. Coming in at number 1 with no movement from last week, we got LOPEZ.
My pussy hurt.